Today children, I am going to talk about exercise 7.5, which is talking about the quadratic inequalities. You have already learned linear inequalities in class 10 and further extension of it is quadratic inequalities. You have to remember certain rules, that is everything has to be brought on the left hand side. That is going to be your first step when you solve the quadratic linear inequalities, and that is what I have also done in the first question which I picked up, which is 4x square minus 9 being greater than 0. So in this question I was already provided with it. I factorize it. I get 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 3 being greater than 0. Next step would be that when you solve it just like your quadratic equations, that is assuming the symbol of inequality as equal to and you get the values of the x's, I call them now as critical values because now they are no longer quadratic equation, this is now quadratic inequality. So when you solve it and you get the values of the x's corresponding to 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. Next step would be that you are going to draw the real number line like the way you were drawing it in class 10, but the difference would be that here you're going to mark only the critical values which you have calculated. You are not going to mark all the real numbers there. So therefore only 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are going to be marked. Another thing which you have to take care of is that minus 3 by 2 would be on the negative side, so on the left. That means the location of the critical values has to be correct. After that, you are going to draw the intervals, that is positive, negative and positive. This marking of the intervals of the positive, negative is to be done from the right hand side. And once you do that, now this is going to be an important part of your question. You are going to look at the function which is given to you as greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, that means the function is increasing. And when it is less than 0, it is decreasing. If it is equal to also, then it will be just simply increasing or decreasing. But like in this question, you have only greater than 0. This is going to be strictly increasing function. So when it is greater than 0, all the positive values are going to be taken. Values, I mean the positive intervals. And when it is going to be less than 0, then negative intervals are going to be taken. So therefore, since the function given to you is greater than 0, you have to say that this is strictly increasing function there, and so therefore you are going to consider all the positive intervals over here, and that is what is written over here, positive intervals to be considered. So therefore now decide the solution over here. Since it is positive intervals, you can see I go on the left of minus 3 by 2 and I go on the right of 3 by 2. So therefore, since it is just greater than, so my intervals are going to be with the curved brackets and union because there are two intervals to be considered over here. That's a solution set for this particular quadratic inequation. The next question which I'm going to take up is the second part of it only of the first question, which says minus x square plus 3x minus 2 being greater than or equal to 0. Now you should remember that in class 10 when you were talking about the linear inequalities and you were changing the sign, that is from plus to minus or minus to plus of the variable, then the symbol of the inequality was also getting reversed. That is what I am going to do here also, because I have been given as a variable negative. So therefore I am going to multiply by minus 1 on both the sides, and when I do that, my statement changes to x square minus 3x plus 2 being now less than or equal to 0. Now you should make a note over here that it was given to you greater than or equal to, now it is less than or equal to. So therefore now factorize it and you get that x minus 2 times x minus 1 being less than 0. Now if this is less than or equal to 0, that means it is decreasing function. Like I said in the previous question, if it is only less than, then strictly decreasing. If it is the equal to also, then just decreasing there. So therefore now solving it again just like the quadratic equation, my critical values turn out to be 2 and 1. So therefore now draw the number line and just mark the critical values, that is 1 and 2, and remember 2 comes after 1 on the right hand side. So therefore the location of the critical values has to be correct. Therefore now my function is less than or equal to 0, so therefore negative intervals will be considered, and you can see on the number line that this time there is only one negative interval, so therefore my answer is going to be just 1, 2. And why it is straight bracket this time? Because equal to is also there, so the values are inclusive, and so therefore the straight brackets are given to you in this particular question. Let's look at the next question. Next question says 2x square being less than x. Like I have said earlier also, that everything has to be brought on the left hand side. So I bring everything on the left and I reduce the function as 2x square minus x being less than 0. So therefore now when you factorize it, it changes into x times of 2x minus 1 being less than 0. Now again note, this is only less than 0, so therefore the function is strictly decreasing. So therefore now when you solve it just like the quadratic equation, the critical values turn out to be 0 and half. So and the function is less than 0, so therefore negative intervals over here. Again draw the number line and mark 0 and half only with no other values there. Again draw your intervals, positive, negative, positive, and since again this was less than 0, so therefore the negative intervals will be considered again over here, and we can see that there is only one negative interval, that is from 0 to half over here, and it is only less than, so both these values are exclusive values, so therefore curved brackets have to be written there. Now children, the next question which I am taking up is sixth one, first part, which says 1 by x minus 2 being less than or equal to 1. Now like I have said earlier also, shift everything to the left, so I have done that. 1 by x minus 2 minus 1 being less than or equal to 0 there. Solve it just like algebraic fractions and you will land up with 1 minus x plus 2 whole upon x minus 2 being less than or equal to 0, which further simplifies to give you 3 minus x upon x minus 2 being less than or equal to 0. Now this is the turning point over here which you have to take care of. Once you arrive at a fraction being less than or equal to 0, till class 10th you were doing the cross multiplication. Now you are not allowed to do the cross multiplication. The reason being, when you do the cross multiplication, 3 minus x equals to 0 times of x minus 2, and 0 into anything will give you 0, and you will be left with only 3 minus x. That means you are not going to study the factor x minus 2, and in quadratic inequalities you have to study every factor present either in the numerator or in the denominator. So now we have to think of a way how to study the denominator now. For that you are going to multiply on both the sides by the square of the denominator. When you do the multiplication of the statement by the square of the denominator, you get like this: x minus 2 the whole square times 3 minus x whole upon x minus 2 being less than or equal to 0 into that factor again. Now on the right it becomes 0, but what happens now on the left? See, one factor of x minus 2 gets cancelled off and you are left with x minus 2 times 3 minus x being less than or equal to 0. So the factor which was given to you in the denominator, you have introduced it in the numerator now, and now you can study it like any other factor over here. But here now, see the second factor, it is 3 minus x. My variable is negative. I need to have it positive. So therefore, I multiply by minus 1 and I get my statement as x minus 2 times x minus 3 being now greater than or equal to 0 over here. You must remember, when you change the sign, that is plus minus, you reverse the symbol of inequality also. So therefore now, I've taken care of that, and the critical values turn out to be 2 and 3. So therefore, draw the simple number line and draw the intervals, positive, negative, positive, and now observe, this is greater than or equal to 0. So therefore, I will have to consider what? Positive intervals over here. It is equal to also, so therefore my inclusive values are given to me. So therefore now, there are two positive intervals. So therefore I have the letter U union. Now, it was equal to, so therefore the straight bracket for 2 as well as for 3, but infinity is undefined, so therefore it is curved bracket there. So my final answer would be curved bracket minus infinity to positive 2 with the closed bracket straight ones union with straight bracket 3 to infinity with the open curved bracket over here. Next question which I am taking up is 8th question, second part, which says 2x upon 2x square plus 5x plus 2 being greater than 1 by x plus 1. So I am factorizing the denominator as well as shifting everything on the left. When I do that, I get 2x upon 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 minus 1 upon x plus 1 being greater than 0. I have shifted everything on the left and the right is only greater than 0. Then I am solving it just like simple algebraic fractions by taking the LCM, and I get, when I simplify by multiplying 2x square plus 2x minus 2x square minus 5x minus 2 whole upon 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 times x plus 1 being greater than 0. And you can see when I've opened the bracket, 2x square gets cancelled off, and I am left with only minus 3x minus 2 whole upon 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 times x plus 1 being greater than 0. Now, in the previous step, minus sign was there, so I should remember my variable has to be positive. So therefore, I have multiplied both the sides by minus 1 and reversed the symbol of inequality. In the next step now, since I have to study all my factors given to me in the denominator, I should remember that I have to multiply by the square of the denominator there. So when I do that, I will see that one factor from the denominator will cancel off, and I'll be left with only 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 times x plus 1 times 3x plus 2 being less than 0. So therefore now, critical values will be minus half, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2 by 3 over here. Right? Now draw the number line. Mark only these values there with the correct location. Minus 2 followed by minus 1 followed by minus 2 by 3 followed by minus half. Do your positive negative intervals, draw them, mark them, and now going back to the question. It was less than 0, that means it was strictly decreasing. That means all the negative intervals have to be considered, and now you can see that there are two of them negative intervals. So therefore now minus 2 to comma minus 1 union with minus 2 by 3 to minus half over here. Then curved brackets have been used because it was only less than 0. No equal to was there. So therefore my final answer would be curved bracket minus 2 to minus 1 curved bracket union with minus 2 by 3 comma minus 1 by 2, again both of them within the curved bracket over here. So children, now you can see the complete presentation of this whole question, which was given to you. That two rational fractions were there and you had to solve it just like the quadratic inequalities.